the first thing to do is headlights over here. The bit is Torx 30 or flat screwdriver. This side and the other side too. And then you have two lights and the plug disconnect. Yeah, right here. To remove, just twist. Same with this one, twist, and push over here to release this plug. And we're leaving this stuff in here. Then we just pop in this plastic cover just like that, and we have right here hidden Torx 20. This is actually Torx 25. Next thing, I will be removing this Torx 25 screws. One at the top, one over here at the middle, and one at the bottom. Now the same thing on the other side. To disconnect the bottom, the cover, there's two ways. There's a 4 bolts, either remove over here bumper, from bumper, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'm gonna take this cover out, which will have one bolt on each side, over here, right there. 10mm bolt, one here and one the same way over there, right there, to the yeah, behind that hose over there. That's the second bolt, 10mm. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm gonna disconnect this cable for that right there. Just take everything. Looks like I need a screwdriver over here to take it down. So now it's loose. And now we're gonna slide it out over here. Up through the hole. That's it. So the latch for the hood is disconnected. After that, everything 10mm, by the way. actually one more screw over here, if you didn't lose like I did. So there's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, 10 millimeters. Then you just have to pop this clips over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if I didn't forget anything, I think the last thing is to remove these plugs over here on the bumper. And this is 13 millimeters or a half inch. Two bolts. For this thing to slide out, I need to see, it's already broke over here, but that's what holding this thing right now. Release this on this side and one on the other side. Okay, now you just, there's a few snaps here. So now this thing should just pop out. Well, I actually have to separate those two pieces because it's hidden on the frame. So four more bolts, 10 millimeters below over here to separate the bumper. Yeah, much faster. There you go. So see, this piece is actually hooked up. There's a frame here, so it has to be separated, but I kind of need to remove it to get to my power steering pump. But now, come on. There you go. There, the whole front is clear now. This plug over here behind the passenger side headlight, that's actually what I didn't pay attention. It has a double click and I didn't plug in all the way in. This actually goes over here, over here, over here. It goes to the ABS sensor. So there's two plugs. One over here and one over here. And what I didn't check, I click only once on this one. And I had a headlight, not the headlight, the airbag light on. So make sure you have a double click really firm over here. But yeah, you do not have to. So now I'm gonna have to remove this radiator support to gain a better access. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it with one hand. Yeah, probably gonna have to grab a second hand. So I will have to disconnect this because this harness comes with a radiator support. And the only thing holding radiator support is 2 bolts here and 1 bolt here. Yeah, so 3 bolts on each side. Everything 10 millimeter. 1 here, right there, and 2 over here. Same thing on the other side. So there's a pin here There you go. This one over here, you just press it here, and somehow there's 2 clicks over here, so pay attention when you have to. I mean, another thing, make sure there's no dirt in here in this connector, because this stuff is very sensitive. And then make sure it's a double click, so really firm click. I'm gonna loosen up, and one over here. This one was really tricky for me because I didn't have, you're gonna have to have either deep socket, because as you can see the short socket or extension, that's the only thing I didn't have on the road, so that was the hardest time for me when I had to do. I jump a little bit ahead of myself. There's 2 more bolts over here on the bottom. Also same 10 millimeters. So 5 on one side and 5 on the other side. This probably should have done before, but same thing. Torch 25 to release the windshield wiper fluid. And reservoir tank, you just prop there is a, and slide this thing up, and it stays over here. And now you have to come up with something to hold the hood, because the prop rod that holding the hood is actually attached or to the radiator support. Something like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna disconnect all of this. This stays, but this little condenser or radiator, whatever this stays, with a bracket. 1 bolt here and 1 bolt over here behind this bracket, 10 millimeter bolt. One bolt and 1 bolt. There you go. Now we can slide this in. Easy. I don't want to damage you. So there is this duct. Plastic hose is actually attached, so I'm gonna unscrew it. See if that's the last thing that holding this thing. And there's 1 more here. had to disconnect the horn over here to the harness. Good thing I didn't yank it. Okay. Okay, so as you see, it's a little bit easier to do this two people